Hey everyone, it's Kino here. Today's video is going to be all about jumping back and jumping through. This is probably a really common question for students when you begin the Ashtanga Yoga practice, because there's always a jump through, there's always a jump back. It's between every posture, it's between every side. There's always one waiting for you. Something I always like to say is, when in doubt, always jump back. So you can find that ability to really work into the strength of your whole body. It's a coordination of dynamic flexibility with powerful strength. The first thing that we want to do is test out the basics of the movement, which is a simple core strength exercise. First thing that we're going to do, with a comfortable cross-legged position, hold on to your ankles. Next, pull your knees in close to your body and round your back. Point your toes. Keep your body tucked in a nice little ball and take your arms forward. This is to test out how long your arms are. Everyone thinks, oh my God, my arms are too short. But if you can find this position where you're tucked into the body, you find the space, oh, you have the clearance, then you know you fit. Now, a lot of people won't be able to bring the thighs into the chest. This is not a body length position, but a strength position. So you got to get the core strong. So pull the knees into the chest. Inhale. Exhale, go back to hover. There, you just jump back. Now you pull it in, you just jump through. We'll do that 5 times. Exhale back, inhale up. Exhale back, inhale up. Make sure your low back's on the ground. Exhale back, inhale up. Let's do 2 more. Exhale back, inhale up. 1 more. Exhale back, hold it. Find the abs, pull them in, low back on the ground. Inhale up and rest. That's a great little tool to make sure that your core is coordinated so we can begin that movement for jumping through. Now, from downward facing dog, the easiest thing to do is to find that same easy coordination. So here we are. Press with the shoulders. Don't send the butt really high, keep it low. Pull the knees into your chest, and then inhale, jump, pointing your feet, and this feels just like that little hovering position that we were in. Keep the shoulders pressing up, round the upper back, and slowly wiggle your feet. Come all the way through, lift your hips up, and then exhale down. We're gonna go back in the same way. Feet stay on the ground. Press up with the shoulders, walk the feet, then step back, exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Next, we're gonna move on to moving through a little bit more strength, okay? So after we jump forward, we're gonna see if we can get our feet off of the ground. So it's kind of like a lolasana position where you're balancing into the core of your body, okay? It doesn't happen right away, just little by little, slowly will happen, okay? Downward facing dog. Then, prepare your shoulder girdle, tuck your tailbone under. Remember, don't jump up, jump forward, bend your knees, inhale, little jump, point the knees in between the arms. So remember on the last one, we just walked through from here. On this one, I want you to see if you can press up with the shoulders, pull the abs into the body, hover your feet, and slide them through until you can exhale down. So if you can do that motion, you can jump all the way through. Now we're gonna see if we can come back to the same place as we were jumping back. This time your feet are gonna be off of the ground. So gently lean back and we'll see if we can lift the hips off of the ground. Inhale, press up and forward. Exhale, slide the feet back. Now, instead of just going right back from here like we did on the last one, you're gonna bend your elbows and bring your chest close to the ground. So keep the feet down, elbows bend, chest close to the ground. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Now, we're gonna see if we can put them together so that the feet remain off of the ground the entire way. See if it's possible to point the knees in between your arms as you're jumping forward and jump into your shoulders. Okay, here we go. From downward facing dog, press up with the shoulders. Then inhale, jump the knees in between the arms and slowly all the way through. It takes a lot of practice. That took me a couple years to get, but I hope you see the progression step by step. Now, forward jumping back, crossing the feet. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, we're gonna go to lolasana position. Instead of touching your toes to the ground in lolasana position, you're going to squeeze your abdominal muscles into the center line, elbows bend while squeezing in, and then exhale, Chaturanga. Okay, this could take even longer. Here we go. Hands forward of your hips, squeeze it in. Remember, press up with the shoulders. Inhale, take it up. Move back to lolasana, hold it there. Bend your elbows. Exhale with the power of the abdominal muscles, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Now, one last little tool that will help you with the jump back position. Sometimes the endurance that it takes to move from the front of your wrists to behind in Lolasana will leave you completely exhausted. So you can also practice just jumping back from the cross-leg Lolasana. So let's take a look at that, and that'll be the last little exercise that we do for this. Crossing your shins, take your hands on the ground, press up with the shoulders, meaning protract your shoulders. Pull into the center line with your abs. Get your lift as high and as supported with your core as you can first. So pitch the shoulders forward, inhale up, hold it, exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. If you can do that, you can jump back. It's just a matter of endurance. Remember, when you're going for the Lolasana, don't jump, but feel the abdominal muscles pulling into your core and press up with the shoulders. Do that little by little, and one day it will come.